YouTube and wait for it to go live.
I'll work on getting Instagram live.
Maybe I'll let everybody can hear what we're saying. But let them know we're here. Here we go. Okay. So I now have audio off on YouTube so we don't get feedback. And I turn, how do I do? Yeah, I just play it. Ta-da!
As they swim about their home, I love my little fishies as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found a peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Hey, Father Fish.
Hi, Dina.
How are you feeling?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing pretty good.
I'm better.
Hey, that's good.
Better and getting better. I'll tell you, I am almost at my goal weight, which I've been working on for 2 years.
That's awesome.
2 years ago, I was 265 pounds, and I determined I was going to lose that 65 pounds and get down to 200. This morning, I weighed myself at 204.
Hey, you're almost there.
Pays to get sick, I'll tell you.
Right.
I'm fired up. I really am. It's starting to show too. I'm getting rid of some of the gut. Starting to look. I can't say I look slim. I don't look slim, not a bit of it. But I'm going to get there. Once I get to 200, then I will work toward my post-adolescent weight. My adolescent weight was 160. I ain't never gone back to that unless I'm in starvation mode.
No, you don't need to get down that low.
180 would be a good weight.
Mm-hmm.
180 would be a real good weight for the long haul to get me through the next 10 years. Oh dear, I had such sad news today. A dear friend from a local church I was attending just passed. And he was a highly respected man in the community. He was the superintendent of schools, retired, very active in Board of Education issues. Very active in the church, one of the real leaders of the church. He was really the church father. And his wife very much the church mother. So that Zion Church has lost a dear and faithful friend and family member. And it happened very suddenly. He began getting sick a few months ago, heart problems, was hospitalized, came home, and then wound up back in the hospital a few months later and didn't come out. He just his heart gave out, I guess.
Sorry to hear that.
So very sad. Yeah, but Trey's talking about going vegan. He said if I go vegan, I'll get it. The problem with vegan is carbs.
Carbs and diabetes. Yeah.
Yeah, carbs, diabetes, sugars, all that. And I love carbs. I mean, carbs are engraved on my butt, I think. I am a carb baby. I don't want to go any further with that.
That's funny.
That's my mother nursed me on pasta noodles. Weird. I just thought it was weird. I didn't even say it. Anyway, what I was thinking about fruit. Fruit and vegetables. Mm-hmm. My biggest issue is I have dentures, and they're old dentures that I've had for I don't even know how long, at least 10 years, probably longer. And they don't allow me to chew very well. So I could get new dentures. It's a difficult time right now because the business is kind of in transition from where it's been to where it's going. And I can't tell you much about it, except that we need to make some very fundamental changes. And I'm hoping those changes are going to be in the direction of growth. The strange thing about the shop is that in 2 years, it has not grown. We do not have more sales today than we did 2 years ago. In fact, we have fewer sales today than we did 2 years ago, which boggles my brain. I mean, I simply can't understand it, except that a big part of it, I believe, is promotion, just being able to be out there. And 2 years ago, Google was a lot easier to work with than it is today. And we were able to do promotion pretty easily, and people didn't do ad block. I can put all the ads out there I want, but nobody with ad block's going to see them. So really, what's the point? So we're looking at some other options. We need to find a way to reach a wider scope of people. We did talk to some couple of shop owners at Aquascaping who were very interested in carrying our supplement product, our supplement and complete soil. And I think that's something that we can do. I think we can work out a price point for it that'll allow them to make a good profit on it, and not not have to compete with our price. In other words, they'll be able to sell it at our price and still make a good profit. It's a volume issue. If we can get volume up, and drive drive the income to a certain level weekly or monthly, then I think we can make this happen. That's going to be a real struggle. But I believe we've impacted the industry enough that we can get local shops to carry our product. Now, getting it sold is another matter. And for that, we need really good store placement and really good marketing tools with the product. Graphics kinds of tools. So working on all that, and it all takes time, and it's all a struggle, and it all costs a lot of money.
Right.
So it happens when it happens. Meanwhile, we're going to the class. I was not sure we were going to go to the class because we kind of put all our eggs in one basket to drag everybody up to the Aquascaping, which we did, and we had such a grand time that everybody wanted to do it again. And there were people at Aquascaping saying, "Are you going to the class? We're going to be at the class." So I decided to go to the class. We're going to have a bigger booth than we had at Aquascaping. It'll be a double booth, so that'll be fun. It'll be a lot wider. Won't be deeper. It'll be wider though, double wide. So we'll be able to display more and do it better. We're going to take a lot more of Jen's jars.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody loved them.
Her resurrection jars. They were wonderful, and we sold out. We're going to take more in other kinds of containers and make it a real effective display, and hopefully be able to sell those. Well, I need to find out who's going to be there. N4279 is asking, where is it? It's in it's in Morgantown, Pennsylvania. It's in Morgantown, Pennsylvania, just outside of Lancaster, not too far from Philadelphia. And it's a club show, but it's a big show and a very strong one. They get good speakers. They have good displays. They have a lot of participation. They run, 4,000 or 5,000 people through on a weekend. So it's not Coachella, not the mob scene, but it's a friendly crowd. People who come back year after year. So you get to meet old friends. There's going to be a wedding there.
Oh, nice.
A bunch of folks are all excited about that. That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Father Fish will be there. What can I say?
Yep.
So we're going to do that. And I think we just have to keep pumping the pump. That's all I know to do is keep pumping the pump. I'm finally getting some vigor back, which I do need in order to do videos. Videos they're extremely energy depleting.
That they are.
The way I do them, at least. Now, I'm sure there are people who do them just so casually, it takes nothing out of them. But when I do one of these videos, I've got to have my mind working. I've got to be clear. It's a very intense kind of experience for me. And I simply have not been well enough to be able to do it. But I'm hoping that I can get some vitality built up. I just started doing acupuncture. Had my second session today. And what he claims is that it will increase my vigor.
That's good.
So I'm into increasing my vigor. So I want to be vigorous. So vigor is the new catchword. So there's that.
So what was acupuncture like? It sounds painful.
No, not at all. There's no sensory. You don't really feel anything. You don't even really feel pinpricks.
Oh no, that's good.
Once in a while, lots of garlic. That's a good idea, Stephanie. I should eat raw garlic, shouldn't I? Like in a salad.
You know,
I
that
should
might
do
actually work in a salad. That might work.
It would certainly help my congestion, wouldn't it?
I bet it would.
Oh, let's see. Deborah talked to you yesterday about my sorority. Say he died. Can't figure out what happened. About my Betta. Oh, he died. Yeah, I kind of thought that might happen, Deborah. He sounded pretty far gone. I would just jump back on that horse. If you like Bettas and like a Betta thing, and just get another one. We've got some here. That's something I really need to do. I need to get the Bettas up and start selling them. I just frankly have needed a good source for them. And I guess I got as good a source as I'm going to get unless I start importing them from Thailand or something. So anyway, yeah, I'll get some Bettas up. We'll start selling Bettas. I'm going to have to carry a lot of them. I'm going to have like 20 of them in stock at a time to be able to make this work. But I'll do that. And that'll be the first fish that we put up online to sell because they ship really well. They're very hardy, and we can manage that. We just have to be on it with promoting a specific fish. So when you buy a Betta, you're buying the fish that is shown in the picture, which means we can't sell it other than that way. Anyway, Dre's here. Let's talk to Dre a minute. Hey, Dre.
Well, going for the fish. What's going on, Dina?
Hey.
I got
How
my
are you?
strawberries. I'm doing all right. I'm glad to see that you're in good spirits today.
Thank you.
You don't look
You know,
tired or nothing.
What are we looking at here?
I got my shrimp. They're 6, but you know they hide.
Yeah, I see one peeking out.
The shrimp? We're looking at shrimp.
Nah, my daughter said hi, Father Fish.
Hi, what's your daughter's name?
Eliana.
Oh, you're
What's your
adorable.
daughter's name? Hi, sweetie. Hi, baby. Hi there. Hello.
You eating
I
food?
need to show you here. There.
Hey.
Hi.
Say good to see you, Father Fish.
Hi.
So she's off.
She's adorable.
Thank
She
you.
got what she got. That's fun.
So I got one of these shrimps that has like some white looking scale. I don't know if I should call it scales or it just looks like kind of like bacteria or something, but it's just all along its back. So I was wondering if it's possibly just the shrimp trying to molt, or I wish I could
No,
see
I
the
don't
name.
think so.
Yeah, because it doesn't look like it. It really doesn't.
Anything growing on the shell
Mm-hmm.
of a crustacean
Mm-hmm.
is not really affecting the health and well-being of the animal.
Okay.
That's what the shell. That's the function of the shell, is to protect the animal from the environment. So,
Right.
for example, crabs will get barnacles growing.
Okay.
Older crabs will get
Mm-hmm.
barnacles growing on their shells, and it doesn't affect them at all. They can
Okay.
shed so long as they're not around the place where the shell breaks and they pull
Oh.
out. If they're on their claws or something or on the carapace, they can shed normally and they'll
Okay.
just lose. So anything growing on the shell
Right.
is really not a problem for the animal typically.
So,
Tip it.
okay, so because it's moving, it's still doing the natural thing they've been doing. They are crawling around, picking at the rocks and everything. So, I don't know. I think it's probably all right, but so I shouldn't worry about it at all.
Not unless it's affecting his behavior,
Okay,
or if it starts happening to others. I mean, what could it be? It could be algae.
it's white though.
It, well, algae can be white. It could
Okay,
be theoretically it could be a bacteria growth. It could be a mold, like a
okay,
fungus.
right. But that wouldn't be
It wouldn't be
affecting
a
its health.
problem. It's
Okay, I
not going
got
to
you.
penetrate. It's not going to penetrate the shell. That would be the concern,
Right.
and only a parasite can do that.
Okay. So, another thing I wanted to ask, I do got like two leaves in it that I got from the park. I think those were maple leaves, and I broke them up, soaked them, and put them in there. Uh, what's the limit on putting leaves in that? Because I heard that leaves help with bacteria, the tannins and all that with bacterial stuff. Like it's got bacterial properties or antibacterial properties.
Well, what? Yeah, there's no limit on it. You can have as many as you want to put in there. Um, it it does what it does is increase the biodiversity in the
Okay.
tank, and what increasing the biodiversity
Mm-hmm.
makes it possible for all of the animals in there to be healthier and to live in a more harmonious kind of relationship. You've got a whole chain of life in the
In the
tank,
right,
from the
right.
fish and the plants all the way down through the snails and shrimp to the microfauna down to the bacteria. That's all living matter living in that tank. It includes
Okay.
algae, includes everything. So the
Right.
greater the diversity of that, the better it's going to be able to survive and thrive.
Right. Okay. So even if so doesn't it like bring the pH down if you put too much?
What do you have for a substrate?
I got soil. I think I have like less than a half inch of soil in there. And I got sand on top with a little bit of gravel over the sand.
Okay, you do have some soil. I don't
Yeah, I
think
got
that'll
soil
be
down
an
here.
issue. Yeah, it should not be an issue.
Okay.
And you can always do water changes.
Like
If you want to get your if it starts dropping, add a
right.
little bit of sodium bicarbonate, or just do a like a 15-20% water change
Okay.
to bring it back up.
Okay.
Shouldn't be an issue.
All right.
Tank
One
looks
last thing.
great.
Yeah, it
It does
does.
look great. Yeah, I appreciate that. So one last thing, I
You
got
bet.
these. I got these right here. I got like a bag of those. I was asking you about them before.
What
Uh,
are they? A
let me
white?
show you. They're like they call them shrimp rocks. Let me show you the package that I got.
Oh, they're calcium.
Basically, yeah,
Yeah. Well,
they call them
you can
mineral
do
rocks
that.
actually.
Yeah, that's okay. Mineral rocks. It just
So
got. Does it say what's in it?
it
Calcium. What
says
else?
it says healthy booster for shrimps, crayfish, and snails. Great source of calcium, minerals, and magnesium.
Calcium. Yeah. Okay.
So
It,
I was wondering if I
yeah.
could overdo this.
Sure. You can overdo anything.
That's right.
Right. Just
Yeah.
don't go crazy with it. Yeah. What you're doing is probably enough.
Okay. Okay. Because I didn't want them to not have enough calcium, enough KH for them to
Well,
molt.
I
Because I
agree
really
with
want them to
you.
breed.
Although that really rarely is a problem if you got
Okay.
hard water and if you have a lot of plants that kind of
I
compensate for it. But no, you're in good shape. I think
okay.
you're okay. And
Okay.
just keep doing what you're doing.
All right. That's what I want to hear.
Nice to get together with you, Dre. Appreciate you.
I'm gonna try to make one of these like aquashellas one of these years, so I can see you
Oh,
in
that'd be
person.
fun.
All
Where
right.
do you live? Where do
I
you
live in
live?
I live in Palm Bay, Florida, kind of close to Dina.
Cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they usually have one in Florida.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, like Orlando or something.
they
No,
had
I
the one I
think they
went to
told
was
me.
in Orlando, and
Oh,
then Dina, where was yours?
Daytona Beach. It was last year, but sadly I couldn't make it.
and you're so close, man.
Right?
Man, well, I'm trying to. I wanted to do it this year, but I'm happy. I watched your video on Aquashella, Dina. It was
Oh,
nice.
cool. Thank you.
I like that. So I'm really happy to be a part of the tribe, like I call it, the fish keeping tribe, the father
Yeah,
fish
you
tribe.
bet. You
Yep.
bet. You bet.
All right, so
Happy to
y'all
have
take care
you
now.
aboard. You bet.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Say bye, father
Take
fish. Bye,
a
Dina.
second, Drake.
Bye,
Bye,
Jared.
baby. Bye
All right.
bye.
So cute. Bye. She's so adorable.
Hey,
Hey,
Chair is
Sarah.
there.
hey. So, Dina, the plant experiment actually did work out.
Oh,
It right
nice.
now it's floating, but it worked out because this light, it's so bright, but like in a good way that it like grew like couple like 2 leaves in like one day.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it grew fast.
I was hoping it
So
worked out for you.
yeah, and I got this like pretty much this for free. So in a
Oh,
way, kind of,
hey, that's
but
nice.
yeah, I actually maybe tomorrow I might like get a male beta. I have a that 3 gallon that I told you about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him in there for temporary. Just temporary, like I don't know, less than a month, and plan on with the substrate like kind of do like a father fish thing,
Mm-hmm.
like but I'm gonna have some sand like right here, stuff like that. I was thinking, you know, I mean that'd be kind of cool if people could do like a challenge, like aquascaping challenge. Like weeks. Like 1 week. You put you know the substrate, and then the next week planting and putting in the water. I was thinking about like that. That kind of sounds fun.
That does sound fun.
I was like, you know what? I mean, like, if I got the materials, I could do it.
Oh, you could.
I was like, man, I mean, like, tomorrow I might be able to do it, like, get the materials, but I don't know.
Are you signed up? Are you signed up in our Shopify store? Have you registered there?
I don't know if it costs money, Fatherfish. I don't know.
Doesn't cost any money to do that. But if we've got a huge sale on
Oh, really?
for regular customers, we're for the 10-gallon kit,
Yeah.
which is the 10-gallon kit contains enough supplement, the entire supplement for 10 gallons plus a complete small tank plant kit. It normally sells for $89. It's 25% off. 25% off. That's like $23 off. So it's going to
Okay.
be that's about $65, and that'll be this weekend only. But
Oh, really?
that'll give you everything you need. Um, if it's something you want to do and you're not signed up yet or have not bought anything yet, send me and go ahead, get on Shopify, sign in, get an account, and then send me an email, and I'll set you up to be able to take advantage of that deal. So that goes for anybody here. Anybody here
Yeah.
who is not yet on Shopify, not yet in our store, go ahead and register if this is a deal you're interested in. We also have the same deal for a 20-gallon tank, a 20 long or 29. Normally, you get two kits, 2 plant packs, plus the substrate pack for 25% off of 159, which is an incredible deal. That's like $35, $40 almost off that deal. So you get that for about 119. And
Honestly,
it's enough a lot of plants and enough to do a 29-gallon tank. You could stretch it into a 55 if you really wanted to, but it'll do a 29 or a 20 long really well. So those are 2 really good deals that are going to be available only through this weekend. We'll just see how it goes. We might extend it, but for now, it's just for the weekend. As I say, if you're not signed up yet and you're interested in the kit, the package deal, then go ahead and register and send me an email and tell me what your situation is, and I'll set you up to be able to get that email.
And the link to the shop is in the chat.
Pardon?
The link to the shop, it's in the chat. I got the link for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, like, I was gonna spend like $100 on this tank because I only got $100 right now. But I was thinking like fluval stratum, because I can't technically order online because I'm a minor technically. I'm like,
well, you can order it through my shop. Then don't get to fluval strata. That's a waste of money.
I guess you have a point. I can't like buy stuff online.
Yes, you can.
I know, but like,
Do you have parents?
Yeah, I do, but
will they key it in for you?
I mean, I could give them my money to do it because technically I would be the one to do it,
right?
If I wanted it,
right. That's enough money. What size tank is that?
It's a 10-gallon right now, and
okay, you can for about $60, you can get the substrate and the plants on this.
I was gonna say, like, what substrate do you sell?
You don't know. You have not been watching Father Fish videos.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's why you don't know. You need to watch the videos. I have 2,000 videos all about substrate. That's who I am. That's what I am. That's what
my bad.
Okay, you're not bad.
My bad. Yeah.
Get on there and start watching them. You will be amazed. It will open a whole new world to you.
You have a point.
Do that tonight. Start watching. Go to my own page, and you will see a beginners group of videos. Watch a few of those, and it will open your mind and blow it at the same time.
I mean, you've been doing this for what, 75 years?
Yeah, something like that, right?
Okay, well, you have a point. Okay, I can't fight with that. But
you're forgiven.
He mixed his own custom blend of soil that is the best aquarium soil that I've ever tried. After trying it, that's the only thing I use now.
I'm just looking for like dirt, and to put in here with some plants, Oh, okay.
I don't want to hear another word out of you about it until you watch
my bad,
okay?
My bad, Father Fish. My bad. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry.
Start doing it. Start doing it. As soon as we're over tonight, you start doing it. Start watching videos. Okay?
I'll probably do that like once the stream ends, yeah.
Good. All right. And then Sunday night, you can tell us what you learned.
Yeah. I mean, I'll try to. I don't have the best memory, but I'll try
You'll be
to give
amazed.
like.
You,
Yeah,
you
I
will.
probably
It
will.
will become. It will become part of your soul.
You'll have a lot of fun with it, Xander. He's got a lot of good videos on the soil, and I think you'll have a lot of fun with it.
Go to my homepage, Father Fish, on YouTube, and scroll down, and you'll see a group of videos for beginners. Click on that and start watching those videos.
Okay, I got you. I was gonna ask a couple more questions.
Sure.
So if I do get like a half moon beta because I want to breed veiltail betas, can I put it in this 10-gallon with tank mates? Like I have pygmy cories and black neon tetras. Can I do that?
You can put it in there, but it's not gonna breed in there. I mean, it might.
Oh no, I have another tank for breeding.
Okay, that's fine. So you need to learn about
Dina already saw it.
I've also got videos on breeding bettas.
All right.
That's what the channel is for. It's a resource to learn how to do things. You need to stop asking questions and start doing research. Don't listen to me. This is important, Sharon. Don't depend on what other people say. Depend on what you learn.
All right, I got you.
And you learn by researching, by reading books, by watching videos, going to lectures, whatever it is. Learn about it so that you will become informed. Don't depend on other people's opinion to inform you. Otherwise, if you do that, all you're going to know is what somebody else thinks they know, which may or may not be right.
Yeah, it might not be true. Yeah, you have a point.
Right. So you don't want to don't let that be your method of learning.
Holy shit me out, bro.
All right. Well, you come on back. We'll get you back Sunday.
All right. Well, I'll see you.
Appreciate you coming up, Chair. Thanks.
All right. God bless.
Go watch the video.
Bye.
See you, Xander. God bless.
Funny.
Looks like we got Rosa. She's waving at us. Want me to bring her up?
Yeah, let's do it. There she is.
Well,
what happened?
I don't know. I clicked her.
You brought her up and I took her off. There
Hi.
she is.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you
How are
see me?
you?
I'm Rosa. I talked to you guys like a month ago and I lost my mind. Now I'm more calm. Hi, Father Fish. Hi, Father Fish. Can you hear me?
Hi, Rosa.
Hi, so let me show you my tank. I have your Aquaprita. So I changed my substrate and sand. This is a 32-gallon fish tank. And I've got plants in it. I clean it. I clean the sand every 2 to 3 days. And it only takes down about a half a gallon to a gallon of water when I do that. So hold on, I want to videotape myself. So I only change the water, by half a gallon or 1 gallon when I, take it out when I clean. So my water is always perfect. But after I changed my substrate with your Aquaprita and the sand, it got yellow, which I don't mind that at all. It's more natural, but I would like it to be a little more clearer. So I put in a corner. Let me see if I could switch my camera, rotate my camera. So I put a corner filter with carbon in it. Okay, and that's not really. It's been in there 2 weeks now, and it's not really doing much.
You have to change the carbon out.
Okay, so
it'll work. The carbon
never clears.
Carbon
so just keep.
And buy the best carbon you can get. It makes a difference.
Okay, and which carbon would that be?
Well, there's carbon from Japan. That's It's called high temperature carbon. It's baked at a higher temperature, so it's able to absorb more. The
Okay.
problem with carbon is once it absorbs to its capacity, it
stops.
becomes inert. It doesn't do anything beyond that,
Okay.
and that can be a matter of hours.
I
So
see. Do you
you
sell
have to
any carbon that you would recommend?
get just whatever, wherever. If you're buying it online, look for a high temperature carbon.
High temperature carbon. Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
I have another quick question for you. Um, so that was
and
that.
then change it regularly.
Change it
Change
regularly. Okay.
at least once a week,
Once
or
a week.
if it's not working, change it more frequently.
Okay, got it. Okay, and then so my filter, I have a great filter, I think. Hold on. It's pretty nice for that size, right? But so
Oh
the
yeah, yeah.
output over here, the water, I have it facing the glass, so it's exiting to the glass. Do I need water
Okay.
flow in my tank? Should I turn it that way?
You have it. It is creating water flow
Okay,
just
so I
by
don't have.
moving it from one place to the other. No, you don't need to create a rush particularly. You
Okay,
have flow, that's adequate.
okay. So an air stone is not needed.
What else do you have in there?
Well, I have an airstone, but I took it out in case I was able to talk to you. I have the airstone here, and then the filter, my corner filter, lets out some bubbles as well that causes some water flow. But when I
That's
use,
fine.
yeah, when I put those on Father Fish, it creates debris in the tank. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. It's not harmful at all.
Okay.
And your filter will take it out.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. What other question did I have for you? Uh, I'm really proud of something that happened in my tank, actually. So I found in my big tank, I found a snail originally, a little tiny baby snail on one of the plants. It probably came in one of the plants that I purchased. So I put him in a quote, and I called it his penthouse. I separated him and I put him up here in a little container, right? That I bought. I think it's a breeding tank. And he was in there for a month, and I found another little snail. So I put him in there. Then I found another little snail. I put him in there, and I'm like, oh my God, then they started having eggs. And so I didn't want it to go in my tank. So I got this little tank.
Oh, cool.
So I got I call it a little nano cube. So
That's
I have
adorable.
hundreds of snails in there now, like hundreds and hundreds. And now I have the other big snails laid clutches. And there's one in
Wow.
here too.
I
So
love that little tank.
yeah, I think it's really neat that
It
that
is.
I found some some life in here, and then I was able to transfer it there. So, but now I'm like inundated with snails, but they're really beautiful and they're cute to look at. That was just something I was proud of, and I think that's all my questions. It's so nice to see you, Father Fish. I really
Rose,
appreciate
you
you.
too.
Okay,
You
and
too.
I joined your club, so I'll probably do a
Awesome.
15-minute with you soon. Thank you
So I
so
do.
much.
Good. Look
Thank you
forward
so
to
much.
it.
Okay,
Thank
take care.
Bye,
Love you
Rosa.
guys. Okay, bye.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
We got a bunch of people here.
Oh, we do. It's a busy night. Everybody missed you.
Drone Bone.
Hello, what's up, Parasites? I'm back again.
Hello,
This
Drone Bone.
little bitty tank here. See a little frog?
Oh, I love that frog.
Like I said, I'm new, but oh my goodness, the substrate. When I heard that lady talk about the substrate, holy smokes! I was like, I binge watched like 10 hours of Father Fish videos when I got back into the hobby. I got that one, and then my little cube here. It only has a mosquito fish in it that had a bunch of babies that I moved out into here. But the frog ate them all, except for like two.
No.
He ate them. Well, which is fine. I didn't mind because it was just natural selection. That's what I call it.
Funny.
I didn't mind that. And then my 14-gallon with a single beta and some more mosquito fish. There's a male right there and a bunch of little, babies, I guess. And then my guppy tank over here. This one's my favorite. I got some hyper pregnant guppies
Oh,
ready
awesome.
to pop. And I made this so I can, hang it in
Look at
there.
that.
And I'm not buying nothing for $8. I'm not doing that.
How did you make all those holes?
With a drill. And then you have to clean it up or else you get a bunch of plastic particles. It took longer than I thought, but
Oh, I
I'm
bet.
sure it did.
making sure those little babies get through there, that's all that matters. But
So you turn a disposable plastic cup into an $8 prize.
yeah, I get these
You
from
made
work.
it.
These are like
I think it's great. I love it.
And I got a bunch of other little ones that. What? Where'd my camera go?
I need to make one of them. That's really cool.
I want to make one of those too. That's
little
cool.
cups. Because I don't know when they're gonna pop. I have no idea. They look about ready.
Sometimes
they're getting close.
Mm-hmm.
And gold ones are closer.
Oh, the gold ones?
Yeah, they're not today. When where the ovipositor is, when that squares off, then it'll be a day or two from that point. Right now it's kind of rounded, but it'll sort of drop and square off, and that's the vulva actually kind of comes down.
Gotcha. But yeah, my dad used to be in the hobby big time. And then I told this guy on YouTube, I said, hey, you don't need a month to cycle a tank. And he got really mad at me.
Oh, they'll do that.
And then he told me I need to do more research. But I'm like, dude, there's literally hours of research on cycling tanks on YouTube. Like hours and hours. But I just want to show you guys my
and
stuff.
all of it's appreciate it, Drone. Love it.
Love it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Later, guys.
Later. Well, looks like we got Greg.
Later. Let's get Greg up here.
Okie dokie. Hey, Greg.
There he is.
Hello.
Hello.
How are y'all today?
Doing good.
Good. How are you?
I'm well. I'm very well. I'm ecstatic, in fact.
Hey, that's good news.
I got
What
my
brings
glow
all that on?
I got my glow angels here.
They are gorgeous.
I think I showed y'all they were cleaning the cone for about 2 months.
Yeah.
This male right here, the very top one.
Yeah.
And the female that's over here minding her eggs in this tray.
Oh, look at
Yay.
Oh my God. You scraped them off. That's interesting.
No, I had 2 cones. I had another cone on top of that cone stacked.
That's not eggs, that's fry.
That is fry. I took the cone off and I put them in this. This is a just a little plastic container in the tank.
Right.
Sorry, I got part of my stands in the way. Sorry about that. Let me change view right quick.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
I don't have the light on right now, but they're kind of
scooting around a little bit.
I'm gonna turn the light on, and when I turn it on, you'll really see them scoot around.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Look at that.
How many babies do you think's in there, Greg?
Couple of hundred.
Yeah, I'm saying at least 150.
Wow.
Easy, couple of hundred.
Yeah.
All
that pink you see laying in there on the bottom, that's all wiggling fry. And you can see there's some starting to come to the top already. Yeah. There's one swimming. And it's pink, baby.
Yep. What are you going to feed them? What are you going to feed them?
Baby brine shrimp.
That's cool. Yeah, that's good.
I also have some green water.
They're big enough baby they can take that.
I'm waiting.
The only
I'm
other
waiting for
thing
them
I've
all to-
done is
I'm sorry, I
I've
didn't mean to
started
interrupt
with microworm, like it's okay, like a 2-day microworm feed, and then go to brine. But they can take brine. As soon as they're
Yeah.
swimming, they
That's right.
they
I'm
kind
waiting
of
for
got
them
to
to
chew.
come.
it. They can
Like
handle it.
there's a couple of them that are swimming around. They're not really swimming; they're darting. But as soon as
Yeah.
these come up off the bottom, I'm gonna pour the brine shrimp to them. And I was
Wow.
telling some people in another
That's
stream, this little container here is just, it's not very deep. And when I get ready to feed the brine shrimp, I'll lower the water level down to about 1.5 inches. And then I'll feed the brine shrimp in that low water level. And then you don't have to worry about them making it from the bottom to the top, because your brine shrimp are going to be attracted to the light at the top.
Right.
And so all those little babies got to do is open their mouth and brine shrimp will swim in.
Oh, nice.
That's it. Right. That's the whole idea. That's right.
I'll feed them down at this level and let them eat good. And then I'll dip tank water out and top this back off to get them more acclimated. I started them off in distilled water. And that gets them acclimated to the tank.
Nice.
After I feed them the brine shrimp for, 3 or 4 days, they'll get moved out of this little container into their own tank.
Well, that's exciting stuff.
It is. I can't wait to watch them grow up. You're going to have to keep us updated.
Can't wait to see a tank with 150, 200 of those.
Oh man.
Gorgeous.
I got dibs on it.
Okay. Yeah. Another thing, you had the gentleman I don't know who it was, might have been man, lady. The last person that was talking about the substrate.
Yeah.
About buying some aqua soil.
Yeah.
A long time ago, you didn't have your stuff available. And this tank was set up about going on 6 years now.
Right.
And I use Miracle Grow Organic.
Right.
That's cool.
It's had no kind of additives or anything. I just used your method straight up. And I use Miracle Grow Organic. And
it's basically potting soil. Yeah.
Right. It's wonderful. It's been a wonderful tank. I cannot complain about it. Like I say, if you'd have had your dirt available then, I would have got it. But
the reality is, once you're about a year down the line, they're all the same, because it has cycled so much that it's created a living food web, a living soil base. It just takes time for that to happen.
Going on 6 years, I have a lot of plant growth in here. I remove plants all the time, and you've seen it. It's been around a long time. It's on cruise control. I don't have to scrape the glass hardly ever.
Right.
And I just change the water because I feel guilty.
I know how that is. Well, I'm excited for you, Frank.
Yeah. Here you go. Let's I can show you another thing that I've done today that some people might find interesting, might not. The fish room is a mess. It's like everywhere's. But 55-gallon tanks. I have 1, 2, and then the one down there. All of them's center support have broken at one time or another.
Yeah.
And $6 at
that's a nice
furniture clamp. Yep, I've used that.
I love that.
Yeah, that works.
It doesn't look too bad. I mean, if you didn't tell somebody, it kind of looks industrial.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the lie I tell myself.
You got
anyway.
above the light too. That's cool.
Yeah, it goes above the light. The lids still function properly.
Oh, perfect. Yep.
No problem. You can pull them in and out. So that's another. If it was in the living room or something, I wouldn't put a bar clamp on it. But for the fish room, that's perfectly good.
Yeah, exactly.
maintain your tank.
That's a good trick.
This one down here. Oh, sorry. I had to do this one today. It finally lost its. This tank's about, I don't know, it's about 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah, and you really need to do that. That bar's there for a reason. They don't put the thickest of glass in those tanks. They put the thinnest they can get away with.
Oh wow!
So it's probably 3/16 double plate, 1/4 inch if you're lucky.
It had a good 3/4 of an inch almost bow to it. You put a straight edge along the front of it, and it touched in the middle, and you had almost a 3/4 inch on each side.
And that's pressure on that glass. That'll eventually go. It'll start, if you're lucky, it'll start with a leak.
Right.
And not a explosion.
A blowout.
That was the issue my tank was having, wasn't it, Father Fish?
Yeah. I've had blowouts. God knows. They're frightening.
And you can buy these rims online and replace them. But if you've ever tried to replace one, that's a chore.
Yeah.
Oh, I imagine.
It's not an easy.
It's worth it. Yeah. No, it isn't. It's pretty aggravating.
A little $6 bar clamp at Harbor Freight is much, much cheaper.
Solves it's a lot less intense a fix and just as effective. Nice.
Bad angle on these guys.
Look at that.
All right. Well, I just I mainly wanted to come up and show you those glow babies.
Oh, Greg, I'm excited for you. That's wonderful.
Oh yeah, I'm excited too.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, I'm gonna back on out. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah.
You too.
Bye for now. Thank you.
Bye.
Where are we? There we go.
Can't wait to see a whole tank full of those babies. That's going to be amazing.
Can you imagine? I know.
I can't imagine it. That would be that'd be a dream tank.
Right.
Betta Great Lakes has a question for you.
Yeah.
He has a 55-gallon and he doesn't want to fill it to the top. How much water height is minimum for a Betta?
About 4 inches. You don't need a lot of water at all. Enough for them to be able to move around, and enough so that evaporation doesn't create a stressful situation. So I would say a minimum of 4 inches.
And then we've got another question from Catherine.
One of my Pepper Corey's friends has a little fungus spot of Pepper Corey's friend. Or Pepper Corey's friend. One of my Pepper Corey's friends has a little fungus spot on the tip of his snout. And they didn't put some triple antibiotic on it. He stopped flashing, right thing to do. Absolutely. Yeah, it'll clear it up instantly. And it'll provide enough protection for the slime coat to reestablish itself. That's the key. The reason fish get fungus, which really is bacteria, is because the slime coat gets damaged by maybe an injury, another fish biting it, some whatever. And that slime coat, because the slime coat is what protects the fish from bacterial invasion. So when that happens, it's not replaced instantly. It's not like water that just kind of comes back together. It's more like a gelatinous kind of substance that takes a little while to merge. It can take a day for it to come back together. And that during that time, the fish's body is exposed to the elements, which include bacteria. And bacteria can get in there and infect that flesh and start eating it. And then that's when you see fungus growing. You'll see the bacteria. What you'll see is the result. It's like the same thing with ick. You never see the ick parasite. You see the waste from the ick parasite. That's what the white dot is. It's because the parasite is dug into the fish. It's actually under the scale, but it burrows in, and so it leaves a kind of a canal that its waste comes out through and then hardens when it hits the water. So you see those little white spots. You know, there are that many parasites eating away at the flesh of the fish. Same thing with bacteria. Bacteria eat away at the flesh of the fish, and that their waste product, which is the dead fish material that's left, grows fungus, and you see the fungus. But treating the fungus is meaningless because the fungus is not what's killing the fish or not what's eating the fish. It's the bacteria. So you put the bacteria side on, the first thing that happens is that fungus gets washed off. And then the bacteria side of the ointment kills the bacteria and then protects the flesh from more bacteria being able to enter until the fish can reestablish its slime coat. So it's really an absolutely perfect solution for any kind of infection on a fish. I've used it on fish that had massive infections. Just stabbed it with triple antibiotic ointment, and it healed it.
That's
I
amazing.
think one case I had to do a couple of treatments, like 2 treatments over a 2-day period. But it's amazing. It's simple. It's effective. And it doesn't cost anything more than a trip to your medicine cabinet.
Right.
Because it's something you already have.
Mm-hmm. Makes it a lot easier.
All right. So we got that. What else we got?
Let's see.
You want to do this one?
Hey, that'll work.
Canister and sumps. Which is more effective? Well, 150. I personally prefer sumps. And the reason I do is because a sump can be much more biologically viable than a canister. A canister, no matter what, you got to clean it routinely. A sump you never do because you're creating a food web in the sump. So the waste that comes in there gets consumed. And what I like to do is have a sump as a fish tank, the biggest fish tank I can fit under there, set it up with a deep substrate, and just put a water pump in it. Put the water pump in a box so it can't suck up sand. And then when you fill it with the pump turned off. Fill the top tank, let it overflow until the bottom tank is full, and then turn the pump on. Am I saying this right? Yeah, your overflow is not, your overflow needs to be 2 inches below the surface of the tank. So it's draining out, it's siphoning out. So you can fill, that's it. Okay, you fill the sump by filling the tank and letting it overflow. And when you've got the sump full, you stop putting water in. Then you turn the pump on. And the pump will lower the level in the sump to a given point. Whatever that point is, make a mark there. And then with the pump running, you can refill it because it'll evaporate below that mark. Never fill it up beyond that mark. Unless the pump is turned off and you're filling it again from the top. Mm-hmm. That way you never got water on the floor. You're not putting more water in than the system can handle. It's a simple trick. You'll learn it pretty quickly if you have a sump, but I love sumps. I don't have any sumps working here. What I was going to say is I like setting them up as a separate tank with a substrate, a deep substrate, soil substrate, light on it, plants growing in it. So you've really got two tanks.
Oh, that's nice.
And you're moving water between them. And you can even have fish in that other one in the sump. It's I did that at my shop. I had big 200-gallon vats as sumps. Wow. And I had fish living in them. In fact, I had fish spawning in them. I had big pairs of Oscars spawning in them.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really fun to do. I really, really like sumps.
Yeah, I haven't tried the sump yet. It makes me want to try it.
They're fun. They really are. The only issue is getting it into the cabinet or getting it under the tank. And that can become an issue because you could have a center brace that you can't get around. It could be, you could have other things already under there, like your electrical system or whatever. It can create some problems. So if that's the case, the sump does not need to be under the tank. It can be next to it, just lower than. And it doesn't have to be a whole lot lower. It can be 6 inches to a foot lower, and that'll be adequate. You can put it on the floor if you want, but you really don't have to. Now, the benefit of putting it on the floor is that you can then grow plants that'll grow up and out of the sump, like bushes and trees and marshy kinds of things that are really spectacular. So it gives you some very, very exciting options. But yeah, do sumps. Well, I need to do some work on sumps.
Oh, that'd be nice.
In some of my old videos, discuss sumps and show how they're used. But that's a good thing to move into. Because what it does is it ties your tanks together in a way that hopefully keeps water off the floor. Now, I do not recommend this, anything real creative, at least, in your living room on a Persian rug.
Right.
But very much recommend it in concrete floor fish rooms. As you're going to get water on the floor. But then that's kind of all that happens anyway. The reality is, with a decent sump, a good strong sump, a good tank, so long as they're not being dumb, it'll work brilliantly. What you want to be careful of is that if the pump goes off, you don't want so much water in the system that the sump overflows. That's the key. So you never want to fill that sump. You never want to put water in with the sump pump running and fill up the sump. That's a recipe for absolute disaster. Because once that pump quits, you got all that excess water on the floor.
Yeah, that's what's worried me about setting up the sump somebody gave me. They gave me this huge tank. I'm guessing it's 100 gallons for free with a sump. But I've been working on doing research before I even try setting that beast up.
Well, you need to do it. I'll help walk you through it. It's
All
not complicated. It's very simple to do. You just have to follow some basic laws of physics and physics and what? Physics, water flow, volume. What else we got?
Actually, 3G has a question.
Oh, here we go. Did you got that? Difference between a wet or a dry sump? Yeah, I'm not all that enthused about dry sumps. I had a friend who had dry sumps. He used a lava rock in barrels, and he filled up the barrel half full of lava rock and had a lot of holes in it in the barrel. So when the water went in, it went through the lava rock, and it kind of all went back into a pump and got into some kind of a bucket or something that got pumped back up into the tank. It was amazingly effective. Can't remember what fish he was raising. I got involved with him. It was kind of a rocky relationship, as I recall. But I think we finally got it worked out. Anyway, the dry system is really a system involving running water through a matrix and then returning it directly to the pump. It's sort of the same thing as a canister filter. Really, a canister filter is the same thing as a dry sump. It's just enclosed. I mean, it's water going through it. Nothing is sitting in it permanently.
That's interesting. I'd never heard of a dry sump.
The water is not sitting in it permanently. It's flowing through it. Now, it's that kind of the difference is between a wet and a dry, and you can't have fish in a dry sump because you don't have a volume of water there adequate for them to survive. You got a pump in the catch basin that's pumping water out as fast as it goes in, or nearly as. If it's pumping it out as fast, it'll run dry. So you don't want that to happen. But that is to say, there's no standing water in a dry sump, whereas there is in a wet sump, I guess. What else we got here?
Todd's got a question for you. He's curious which substrate he should get. He's a little bit nervous. I sent him some links on the ones that he could get, but he wants your opinion.
Well, what is it? Oh, the substrate. Should I get the substrate for $30? Sure. If you need plants, we got a huge deal on this weekend for members. I was just mentioning it. You can get the substrate for $30 plus the plants, which is a $60 value. That's $90. You can get it for 25% off, which is whatever that is, 23 3/4 minus 90. It's about $65. So that's a really good deal. But yeah, should I get the substrate for $30 or what? I don't know what is. What is
He's been looking at different ones in my chat.
What is your alternative? Huh?
Yeah, he's been looking at different sizes. Yeah, he's in my chat. It's Chairs Aquatics. The young man that was dressed up.
Chairs Aquatics is Todd Bob.
Yeah, which is actually Xander. Yeah.
I see. The identity issue here. So what's the question?
Yeah, he's just
Yeah, get
trying
the
to figure out
substrate.
size.
Do that. Get the substrate for $30. That's the best thing you can do. Just do that.
Yeah, and the soil complete's going to be the easiest for you. You don't have to mix anything. You just add the right amount. You measure it out with a ruler.
Need to get some sand. You'll need to get some sand. You want to put 2 inches of sand on top of the dirt. You'll get a worksheet with it that'll explain exactly how to do it. Make sure you read it. Don't ask somebody else how to do it. Figure it out for yourself. Learn how to do it. And then you can do more and more and more. And you'll become an authority. It's people who learn how to do things, they'll become experts.
That's so true.
It's failure.
Be an expert one day.
You bet. You bet. Absolutely. You're on your way. That's right.
And then we've got one more question. FF, why are my shrimp randomly dying? I ordered 12 and have 5 left. We kind of need a little bit more information. Can you come up and show us?
I see it. Well, they're not randomly dying. What I would suggest is that you get on Discord on our, in the show where somebody will be. We got shrimp experts over there, people who that's all they do is raise shrimp, and they'll be able to get with you and look at your tank and diagnose exactly what the problem is, because it's probably something to do with water quality or feeding, or could be one of 10,000 things. You need to be able to work through all that with someone who knows their way, can kind of guide you along that path to figure out what's wrong. There's a problem. You're absolutely right about that. Diagnosing the problem isn't going to be a matter of looking at the tank and saying, oh, well, that's what's wrong. I can do that 1 out of 100 times. The other 99, I'm just wrong if I guess. And that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to guess, because guessing makes it worse.
Very true.
Guessing and then treating that guess makes it worse. Mm-hmm. It really does.
It does.
If you don't know what's wrong, and you do something to treat it, 99 times out of 100, it'll be the wrong thing to do, and it'll make it worse. So you have to figure out what's going on before you do anything. That's true of life. That's true of everything. I've got a new video on what I'm working on. It's called Fish is Life. And this is a good example of how fish is life. Learning the rules of life are the same rules as maintaining a fish tank. And this is a really critical one. Don't leap before you know what you're jumping into.
Very true. That's good advice right there. Hey, I'm going to take a quick break, Father Fish. I'll be right back.
Well, be quick about it, Missy.
Don't worry, I will be.
What is a good canister pump on the market? Yeah, I don't know canisters. If somebody here is, Doom Pie, make sure the cell comes. What is this? Oh, right. Right. Well, that's real important. We made a decision about this, and I think it's going to help. We are shipping all of our dirt priority. We're not shipping it ground anymore. So rather than 3 to 5 days, it's going to be 2 to 3 days getting to you. So it'll be the same as the plants. So if we ship the dirt and the plants, if we have to ship them separately, we ship them on the same day, you should get them on the same day. It's costs a little more to do that, but frankly, we're not losing money on the deal, so it's worth it for us to do that. And it just makes life simpler for you to be able to get the dirt and the plant same time. Good advice, Doom Pie. And we do. Let's see. I want to pick the plants. Well, here we go. Well, you absolutely can do that. We have all of our plants. We have plant packs, but we also have over 100 different plants listed individually that you can buy individually. Not a problem at all. Let's see. We're good. Oh, I scraped snails and food one time after running a new plant. Wow. Wow. I can't even imagine. I don't even want to know what the plant was because oh, this is too weird. Shrimp, snails, and food web died after that. Well, I can tell you this much. It was not the plant itself that caused it. If it happened as a result of putting that plant in the tank, it was something on the plant that caused it. And it could have been a toxin. Could have been some kind of poison that made its way onto the plant that got into the water column. When I cannot think of a single plant that would kill all life. I mean, such a plant could not exist in nature. It would not be a plant. It would be something dead. If it killed everything else, it had to die too. And the dying, a plant dying, is not going to foul the tank. Now, many plants die. If you have a huge amount of algae and it all dies, that's when you get like red tide. That's what red tide is. It's a huge volume of algae that's dying and creating a dead zone because the bacteria, when that grows, when things die, burns out all the oxygen. And so everything that's oxygen dependent dies, all the fish and crabs and snails and all that. And you get this death roll of waves rolling dead fish up onto the beach during a red tide. It's because excess algae has been moved into the system, too much nutrient and too much algae growing as a result, and it burns up all the oxygen that the pollutant does, and then the algae dies off. The algae dies off and creates bacteria, and the bacteria burns up all the oxygen and creates in that zone where that's happening, it's burning the oxygen out of the water. And so all the animals living below that, because it's floating, die. They suffocate. It's nasty stuff, Renato.
It is nasty stuff.
And I tell you, it can. The Moat Aquarium at one point had in their big tank, they had it set up as an open system. They were pumping water in from the bay. It's sitting right on the bay. Pumping water in from the bay to to recycle the water in their big 500,000 gallon tank, and they got red algae in there, and it blossomed and killed every fish in it, burned up the oxygen and killed everything. So they had to redo their system so that they didn't pull water out from the ocean, but filtered it. TJ is here. Hey, TJ, hello.
Oh, hey, Lou. Dina, how you doing?
Very good.
I just thought I'd come on quick and show my tanks.
Oh, cool.
Oh, great.
Well, should I just turn the camera? Nobody can ever figure out how to do the other way, right?
You can try it.
I don't know. What do you do? How do you do it the other way?
Just turn it sideways and see if it works. You have to have it preset to do that. But turn the camera sideways.
Oh, like this?
Yep, that's it. You did it.
Oh.
Good job.
Oh, yeah. I just turned it around the other way, I guess.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's the 110 gallon.
Nice.
The what do you call it? Those roseline sharks barbs.
Barbs, yeah.
They've gotten really big. I think those.
They do get big, yeah.
Those. There's one of the. He's a little over a year old. That little. Can you see the big Akara?
Yes.
Then I got a couple, some redhead Tapajos, but I got that school of what do you call it? Congo tetras. They're gradually growing their tails back little by little.
Oh yeah, I remember they were chewing up. They were all beat up.
I don't know. They like fell off or something. I don't know. It's weird.
Something got them.
I bought angelfish once from a breeder on eBay, and I still have one of them or two of them, but they had like this weird tail thing. And then I got these little see that little tiny Tapajo? Is he on there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that fish there is as old as that fish.
Wow.
Oh.
Isn't that kind of weird? I sent the guy a thing. It's like your fish got
he's gorgeous.
Your fish have some kind of dwarfism. I said, I don't know. But that one there is the same age, that little dinky one.
Huh.
As that one there. There's two of them that got big. And then one died. And one stayed tiny and didn't grow his tail. And another one, he's growing now, but he can get a tail. But he's underneath the bush right there. But there's a smaller electric blue right there. There's another one in here. There he is right there. I breeded those.
Yeah, they're pretty easy to breed.
Well, I had two that lived from the spawn. The rest I tried to move them. I've never had any success with moving eggs. They all mold and die.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's like,
yeah, it's always best to let them hatch out. And,
let the fish
once
eat
it starts swimming, you can move them. What is that fish right in the middle, right there?
That big
down at the bottom. That one. Whoop, go back. You go back right there. What is that?
That little tiny fish?
No, right there in the middle.
Oh, right there. This
right above that rock.
Oh, that's a female electric blue Akara.
Oh, is it? Huh.
Yeah. She looks a little rough. I don't know, but she seems to be hanging in there.
She's got it deformed, I guess. Yeah. Well, she got that funny thing on her chin.
Yeah, I read about that. She's got like a weird.
Yeah, it's where it's like a growth. No, I thought it might have been it almost looks like a goby.
Yeah.
Same body shape as the goby.
I had another female that was she's a little over a year old, but I had another female just like her that I had to finally euthanize because she was like floating up in the bubbles and stuff. She had Well, she got some kind of disease. I have no idea what it was. But these two, look at these big dummies.
Oh, I know. Such pretty fish too, aren't they?
They were a year old in August.
Huh.
Those two males.
Nice.
And then these two here, there's that one there and that little one there's those two smaller ones are that one there's children.
Oh, right.
But there's 4 angels in there. But anyways, and then this is my 20-gallon with honey gouramis. I don't know. There's so many plants that. Oh, there they go.
Yeah, I saw. Have they spawned for you?
I think they might start because they haven't yet. But there's these 6. I've had 6 now. These 6, and they're really healthy, and they don't get the disease.
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing really good, man. I think
great.
I don't think they're going to get the disease. Those,
yeah, I think you're right.
What do you call those Galaxy Rasporas? You can see a couple of them.
Right.
Those damn things are like almost 4 years old.
Wow. They are so hard to come by.
Galaxy, I bought 16 of them at one, and every one of them survived. Well, one of them died of old age.
Wow. Nice. Yeah,
But,
such a great fish, right?
Somewhere along the line they bred, and I like ran into one like he somehow got in another fish tank, and I was like, "What is that?"
Wow.
And I threw this one, and he grew up.
Well, the tank is big enough with enough cover on the bottom for babies to survive in it.
And this is the crazy thing. This thing's like 29-gallon. What do you call it? What do you call these? Glow light tetras, a big school of those.
Uh-huh.
And I got a bunch of platies. I put some high fin platies and some regular.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
I don't know. There's a pleco in here. He's over 3 years old. He appears once in a while, but he doesn't come out.
Plants look great.
He's a clown pleco, so he don't come out.
Tell me about your substrate.
Oh, I mean, originally, it was trial and error when been doing this for like 4 years now, but I killed a lot of fish but the substrate is gravel with after I started watching it's gravel, but it's had a cap of sand on it for a year and a half.
Right.
And all the malm and all the fish poop and dead fish, and I don't care what it is. I've had fish dying here. I don't even know where they go, man. Like I have 3 cories that are the original ones, pygmy cories. 2 of them are alive still. One of them died. They're 4 years old, but I don't know where the one went. A male died, and he went into the sand, I guess.
Well, any fish that dies is fair game for everybody in there.
Well, this tank has got, I don't know if you can see, but this tank's had shrimp in it from the get-go, and so is this one.
Yeah. Huh. Nice.
The shrimp that's, Skittles, where they just breed and they're.
Oh, yeah.
But it's filled with shrimp. They're just hiding. I don't think they do as well as they should because my tanks are all at 82. So.
Well, and the other thing is the babies get eaten up.
Yeah, these platies are pigs. They eat everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and everything loves to eat baby shrimp.
Yeah, all these platies like to eat their own young, too.
Right?
Really?
I'm waiting for them to breed again. They were breeding like crazy like a year and a half ago, and I had so many of them. I hate to say it, I'm not, they're fish, but I didn't want my overcrowding, so I was kind of weeding them out when they were like really tiny, and I would just take them out and put them in a paper towel and
that red one looks ready.
Pop them, but otherwise because there were so many of them, it was crazy. Nobody was preying on them. Well, there's so much cover in here.
Right.
It's like the baby, when they do have babies, right. they all survive.
Oh,
for the most part.
Yeah.
Those are those high fin platies. Anyways, there's a black angel there.
Nice.
Beautiful.
That tank's it's crystal clear, this sump system. I changed my filter floss in it a lot though, because I want to keep I like a natural aquarium, but I don't want a lot of debris in the water.
That black and white angel are paired off. They're trying to keep everybody
these dumb. There's two pairs in here. They've laid 1 million eggs.
Yeah.
They lay them on these jungle val leaves.
All right.
Yeah, they lay them on the jungle val. I've tried to clip the leaves and separate them and put them in a separate thing with a breeder box and all this. And every time I do it, they mold. Maybe I'll just leave them in the tank, see what happens.
Yeah, they'll guard them long enough to hatch.
Yeah, if they don't, if they're smart, some of them aren't very. Sometimes they'll start eating their eggs. They're not very.
Yeah.
Now the electric blue acaras, when I had them breeding, that's a much more intelligent fish. They don't eat their eggs.
They're very good parents.
Man, they're like phenomenal parents. I've had the electric blue acaras have had where they've hatched and hundreds of them in there, and I would try to net them out and move them to another tank, and that's how I ended up having at least had 2 of them survive. That one there is an offspring.
Right.
And that one's an offspring. But that's it. Out of hundreds of babies, I had 2 survive. It ain't easy, man. I'm telling you that.
Huh.
People think it's easy to breed fish. It's like, no, it ain't easy.
You gotta have your skill level up, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, these tanks are like pristine. The fish, they won't die. This one here's a 10-gallon with
nice
2 female betas and what do you call the tetras, the neons?
Yeah.
2 females. There was 3 females in there, but I moved one of the females. I call her Ghost into this tank because the what do you call it? The violet one and the koi one were kind of picking on the Dumbo ear girl. She's back in this corner here. Well, this tank's got it's got tannins.
Looks nice though.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know if it's because I used I didn't use Aqua Preta, but I used an organic miracle grow soil on the bottom.
Right.
And I don't know if that's I think it's maybe the driftwood that puts the tannins in it. But
yeah, I'm sure.
Once in a while, I'll do a 5-gallon or 4-gallon water change on it because it starts to get so dark. Eventually, it seems doesn't seem like it's getting as dark this time, but because you can't see it.
Look.
Oh, this guy! I wish he'd come out. Oh, he's underneath that rock. You'll never see him.
Look.
I have a.
Show him these.
Wait a minute. I have a. He cost me $50. Like I have a leopard frog pleco in this one.
Oh yeah.
Boy, he loves being under the driftwood, but he'll come out once in a while. Look. When I got him, he was like tiny.
Those are the fish, but they all died.
Oh, there. Lisa took a picture. Can you see that?
Oh yeah.
You see all those babies by the rocks?
Wow.
Yes. But
that happened like 4 times.
But we can only get 2 to survive.
I got 2 out of hundreds and hundreds of babies.
Amazing.
Whatever. So what are you going to do? Then all of a sudden they quit breeding and one of the females died. So I don't know. But
here, look at these eggs.
They just quit breeding. Now maybe 2 of those, maybe one of those 2 will be a female. I don't know.
Those are angel's eggs.
Oh, there's angel eggs. See on the leaf?
Oh yeah.
But we can't figure out how to make them survive.
I don't know. I'm trying to work on it. I think maybe the next time they lay eggs, I've never just left them in the tank. I'm gonna see what happens.
Put them in distilled water.
Distilled.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they don't mold.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I got a nice bowl and I got a little miniature sponge filter. I bought all the stuff, little miniature sponge filter.
Don't put a filter in until after they hatch.
Wait till they hatch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So just
you got an air stone.
I got an air stone I can do. Then
just
put distilled water. It's a 2.5 gallon round bowl. That would work fine, right? Just put eggs in.
Right.
And then put an air stone in it with distilled water.
Yeah, right.
All right. I'll try that. Do you have to, can I just clip the leaf and leave the eggs on the leaf?
Yes.
Because otherwise they'll damage them when you try to scrape them off or something.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Just clip the leaf.
That's what I did. But I can't seem to, I think I must be, I guess probably the slightest bit of bacteria and they mold, huh?
Well, exactly. Yeah.
It's got to be like a sterile thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm afraid if I leave the eggs in here, this is like a war zone in here. They wouldn't.
Oh, you bet.
I mean, it's like the one that once they hatched, I've watched them. I've let them hatch in here before, and those roseline sharks just dive down and just pick them off one by one.
Oh yeah, pick them off as quick as they hatch, right?
Well, no, the Acaras are pretty defensive.
They'll keep everybody away.
They keep them away for the most part, but eventually they swim. Eventually they swim away. They want food or
right.
And then the other ones close in. Don't think those angels are angels either. They love to eat babies. Those damn angels, they're not angels.
Really?
They're scoundrels. That's a pair. They lay eggs. These two, he's koi, and then that's
right
over there, and they lay eggs.
Right.
And they sit and come to the middle of the tank and act tough and stuff, you know.
Nice, TJ.
Yeah,
love you. Like a fish room. Say hi to your wife.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks. I like just kind of like I like sitting in the middle of the tanks. I'll sit.
You bet. That's fun.
All right.
Happy to meet you, fish.
God bless you.
You got some gorgeous tanks.
Yeah. God bless you. Bye for now.
See you.
Bye.
Funny.
And let's see. We've got a question.
Sure. You saw my comment under your video about wild fish with parasites and other survival. Yeah. How does fish get sick? Right. Interesting. Yeah, I appreciated that question. It came up in comments in the video, some video. I guess it was a video on parasites. And the answer is a little surprising. People will say to me, "I don't want to bring anything in from the wild because there could be parasites in there," and they're right. And in fact, there not only could be, there will be. There absolutely will be parasites in there, and that's what you want. You want parasites in your tank. The thing is, what you don't want is 1 or 2. And that's what happens when you try to have a clean, sterile tank. One parasite will get in there, like the ick parasite, and it will flourish because there's no control over it. It has no enemies. And so it just goes nuts. It's like a glutton at a feast, just filling itself up and having babies and going wild. That never happens in nature. And the reason that never happens is because 50% of the microscopic life, micro and macro culture, are parasitic. They parasitize on each other. They control each other. So you don't have huge populations of any one thing. You've got limited, restricted populations of a lot of things that are struggling to survive. And maybe you found a little niche they can live in for a while, long enough to have some progeny. Think about it this way. why is it that in nature there are so many, particularly in aquatic environments, there are so many creatures that have vast numbers of fry? We're just looking at the angels. An angel, and well, you saw Greg's angels, 150 babies. Now, that's 2 fish producing 150 babies. Now, how many times are they going to spawn in their lifetime? Half a dozen, maybe? That's 900. If every pair of fish had 900 babies that grew up and became adults, they would overwhelm the world.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't happen. And the reason it doesn't happen is because baby fish, particularly, are food for everything else that's bigger than them. Everything eats baby fish. And so it's the rare baby fish that's able to hide out and survive long enough to get big enough to be able to swim with the big fish. And they're the ones that eventually pair off and have fry. So whereas that parent, that set of parents, may have 900 fry over their lifetime or 9,000, what will survive will be 2 or 3. That's it, 2 or 3. And the same thing is true with parasites. If you have a system that is biodiverse with lots of diversity, then there will be the creatures in there that will feed on the parasites that you're worried about. It's a matter of bringing in help, getting help from Mother Nature. And you do that by giving her an invitation to come and set up housekeeping in your tank. Now, there may be some creatures that come in there that are just frightening,
Right.
like dragonfly larvae. They're frightening, but they're big. They're big. They're inch, 2 inches. They're big. You can't hardly miss them. They may come in real tiny, but the tiny ones are not going to bother your fish. They're going to go after the little crustacean, the little worms and shrimp and stuff, that the other micro or macro fauna, until they get big enough to start attacking other things. And by then you'll see them and get them out. Kind of never an issue. What I do, frankly, is tear the heads off of them, crush them, and throw them back in, so everybody gets a feast.
Hey, there you go. I never thought about doing that. Next time I catch a dragonfly nymph, I know what I'm doing.
Right. Just smash it and throw it back in. That's what I do with my flies. I say, why do you think I sit here spotting flies all day? To feed my fish.
That's what I do too. I've just got an electronic catcher for me that catches them. I'm no good at hitting them. I try to swat them, and I'm just going to.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe. You wouldn't believe how alert fish are to a fly landing on the water.
Oh, they are.
Even a dead one, they're all over. Mm-hmm. So parasites are your friends.
Mm-hmm. And then we've got a couple of more questions. Let me get my pen to write this down.
To get a new group of other sickles shouldn't use deworming. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you shouldn't deworm. You know, worms are, yeah, but what you use for deworming, that makes a difference. I use garlic, crushed, whole pressed garlic, fresh garlic, crushed. It's highly desirable as a food for fish. It's something that all fish enjoy. So, you know, that's what I would do. Feed. Although I've never run into a worm problem with otosynchlas. feeding garlic every week or every month is a good preventative, and it's healthy for the fish. So, yeah, there's some things you certainly can do. We got a bunch. What do we got? A couple other questions.
Mm-hmm.
What
got
is
this one? Yep, that one will work.
Everett angelfish are the South American species. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh my. Well, I'll tell you what. I know people, have known people who did not have children because they were too afraid to lose them. And there's something sad about that. There's something sad about a person who is so overwhelmed with emotion that it prevents them from doing the joyous things they want to do. So let me suggest this to you, that the sorrow that comes from losing something that gives you joy is not comparable to the joy you experience having them, whether it's children or fish or anything else. What gives you great joy will eventually be taken away from you. A puppy, anything, doesn't matter what it is. Whatever it is you absolutely love and absolutely cherish will eventually be gone. It is the joy you have while you have it, them, whatever, that matters, not the loss. Do you ever get over the loss? Well, no, not entirely, because you have memories. You have good memories, happy memories, and you long for them to be returned. So you get back on the horse. You get a new puppy. You buy some new fish. And now, if you're killing stuff quick as you get them in the tank, you need to meet and greet Father Fish. I mean, we need to have a sit down.
Definitely.
Because you're doing some things that are not good, and you need to correct that. And that's the other thing. If you're doing things that aren't working, then figure it out. Learn what does work and put that in effect so that you don't have these awful catastrophes of tanks crashing one right after the other. No need for that. Guess who's here?
Oh, Cinnamon.
Cinnamon is here. Come on up, Cinnamon.
Hello.
Hello.
I've been running around doing errands and stuff. That's why I've been later tonight. But I wanted to show you something that happened in this tank. Let me move this light thing. We're going to need the light because we're not going to be able to see it. Let me see it here. In the back, you can see the princess cichlid or the Bacharde. I think that's how they say it, Bacharde, right?
That's right.
Now, the other day, didn't know if they were male and female or two males or whatever. Well, I found out it's a male and a female because they had babies.
Oh, my.
Look
at
that.
That's great.
There's not that many aggressive ones in here. The young, here's my, what do they call those? The tetras, Congo tetras. And I've got a bunch of Julies. And then balloon belly rams, which they're so small, they're not going to harm anybody. Let me see if I feed, if they'll come out.
Well, and they're going to protect their babies. So anybody get for them.
Yeah, well, the reason I found out that they had them, now they're not going to come out, of course, is all the Colombian Congos were all over here and the balloon belly, and they were all staring at the Substrates.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, I thought that was a baby. It's just I think it's a leaf. But
Oh, that's
basically, there's about, as far as I know, like 6 of them. And they're
nobody gets
protecting.
right.
Yeah, they're being extremely protective. But there's some of them, the question I had is some of them are larger than the others. Is that normal of the babies? Let me see if I can. I go, this is a 29. I just scared Mama. Didn't really scare any of the babies up. The babies are, of course, the one, when you want them to come out.
They've been in there a while. They're probably a week or 2 old.
Yeah, because they're at least, they're tiny, but there's a couple of them that are a little bit bigger than the rest. And they're hanging out in this hole back here. But I don't, whenever I go to look for babies, I really don't, oh, wait a minute, there's, I think, one right there. Can you see it? Just peeking over the log?
Yep.
Yes.
There's a couple of them.
Right.
There they are.
Good grief.
They're tiny.
I was shocked.
So cool.
Because I didn't think they would just, if they were in a community tank, I really didn't think they'd have babies, or I didn't know if they ate them or what, but not this time. They basically are.
Place to protect, yeah.
Yep, they have a nice place to protect and everything. I had somebody else in here. Oh, angels, but I had a couple angels. I moved them around, and so they kind of, once they were out of there, but they're gonna. I was hoping to put them in the Tanganyikan, the 40-gallon with the multis. Oh, there they are down in the bottom. I see them.
Oh yeah, I do too.
Down near the rocks. Oh, look at them. There's a whole.
Yeah.
You think there's only 2 or 3, and then they all come out. Oh, look at them all. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
There's like about 8 to 9 of them. Oh, my goodness. Aren't they adorable?
They are.
So, yeah, I was totally shocked. I was like, but then also it shouldn't be, because the ones they're in with are not really aggressive fish. Congos and the Julies just ignore everybody. One of the shops near me has a tank where they take and put all their Julies, and they put them under sorted for $4.99.
Oh,
and
wow.
they're the more expensive ones, and I recognize them immediately, and I was like, I'll take all 10. It was like, that was a while ago. I got some hill streams in there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was shocked, because I really honestly didn't think these guys would just randomly have babies in here.
Now, what you could do, eventually they probably half of them will survive.
Yeah.
What you could do is, if you want to do it, use a siphon. You can get a siphon right down to them and siphon them out to raise up separately.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because at some point, these others may try to eat them. So I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
Well, Mama and Daddy are pretty protective, so they're keeping a close eye, and anybody that comes near them.
At a given point in time, they're going to stop.
Oh yeah, yeah, and that's what I'm keeping an eye on them. So like you just chase that Julie away. But that and the bloom bellies have been a chore for me. I had to twice now buy. I would have like one princess cichlid, and then I ended up buying 3 or 4 more, and now half of them would die. And so these 2 are the final 2, and I had given up trying to pair any of them up. And then see, there's a tiny, some of them are so tiny, and then others are like 3 times their size. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you, hold on a second. I don't need to see my dirty house. It's a mess right now. More so than normal. Is I set up in the bathroom a new tank. It's a little dark right now. I don't turn that light over there on.
I love it.
And it's a angel mostly. I got some cichlids. I got a pair of older. If the male would go by, I'd remember the name. Here he is. He's got like extra lace fins. You see it?
beautiful.
And then, of course, there's my endlers that they call them guppies, the Japanese blue, that we were going to discuss if you wanted some of those for me to bring them if you're going to come to the class.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Them, and I've got just fancy guppies, ones that are just caught my eye at the stores, and there's a bunch of them. But yeah, they're doing really good. And the angels seem to be doing good. I'm keeping an eye on them. There's one really long. If you look over here, got real long fins. So it's definitely a veil.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. The pink.
And this one, and there's a couple with pearl scale.
Beautiful.
And I've lost count on who, because people have given me angels and stuff. I think these came from Jeff, something in our club there at York.
Okay. Right.
But see how long the veil one is? They needed a tall tank because they were running out of space.
Right.
But I've got some Filipino blue babies that
look at that. Stunning.
That I'm going to put in the other tank to grow up to get big enough. And by then I may have another 55. But yeah, I put the endlers in here to, I hate to say it, but because I have so many of them to see if it was cycled as the, the parakeet in the cave type thing.
Right.
I'm like, I have a ton of you.
They produce. I know mine are over 100 at a time.
Yep. The other ones I put in after I saw they were okay. There's 3 of them. Basically I forget their names, but they have the long lace fins, and there's a female, and then there's another little female I think is in here. If not, she's in my grow out tank that I got to catch her. But I have tanks of guppies outside. I have and I started a couple of my resurrection jars did good with plants, so I took and made them shrimp and the endler, these tiny guppies. Just a few of them, not a lot, just a couple, like 1 male and 2 females or something like that. And they're doing great. They've been in there a week now. Nobody's had a problem. There's no bubbler.
I've got something for you.
Oh, what?
I was trying to think. Well, you're going to the class, right?
Yep. I volunteer. It's our club, so I volunteered to do some stuff.
So we'll be there. Well, I've got a double booth. We're gonna put on a show.
Cool.
We got get about 5 people up. I have got some half-grown, still juvenile, but 3/4 of an inch buffalo cichlids.
Buffalo. Well, that's different.
That is different. I don't think you have any.
No.
I'm going to bring you some of them.
Yeah, I've never even heard of them.
You'll love them. They're wonderful. They hop around at the bottom like a goby.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'd like that. I've got 2. Let's see, 2. Hold on. Let me show you them. They're, what are they called? They're, it might be goby. I'm not sure. No, pandagar.
Oh, yeah.
I got 2 pandagar in my grow out tank with my with some bettas and the mountain minnows that you gave me. And then here's the fish that are going to go in upstairs in the other tank. The angels. Okay. My friend Jason from 5-Star Bettas gave me them, or I paid for the postage. And those in the Philippine blues I paid little for. But there's
there it is, right?
Pandagar, 2 of them. And that, and I'm trying desperately to get a wild bettas. I mean, I have Christians, you see the beautiful girls here. But I wanted some wild bettas, the mouth fruiters. Yeah. I've seen a couple, but I'm not ready to pay what they want to. I got 1 female and that's it. But there was one that had 5 juveniles that they don't know, male, female, they don't know. And they were less expensive than some of the others. So I'm right on the edge of saying, yeah, I'm going to get those.
Aqua bid.
That, and I have one, the sunfish I got from, I don't know if you, Bare Bottom Branton. I got sunfish from him, and the female killed the male. They're
Wow.
doing fine. I was getting ready to put them in their own tank because I wanted to make a tank that looked like with all the valves to kind of make it look like a grass. Like on the edge of the Everglades, they have these big wet grass. And these guys stay in them. I know they do because they're small. And I was going to do that and even have the cube and everything for it. But basically came there and I'm looking for them and looking for them. I cleaned their little tank out that I got them in. And then I found her, but then I saw his body and in some, they're so tiny that it was hidden in some fluff, as I call it. And I was like, oh no. But he's selling me, he's going to bring it to the class. He's selling me 2 males to help balance it out. So she attacks. There's another one to back it up. But I was like, you didn't tell me she was a black widow. But basically, yeah, I like the unusual fish. I like the ones that, the Achilles and the Goodeids and ones like that.
Yeah.
But these guys here are ready to, like I said, they're getting crowded now, so that they get bigger. So I'm going to take these angels and put them up in my one upstairs that really has all the tannins. It's so good for them.
Uh-huh.
I like the tannin ones. I know people say they look dirty or whatever, but I like the tannin tank. Yeah.
I do too.
I feel it's more healthier for them too.
I'm
I look
sure
at those babies. I'm telling you, well, man, I think there's even more than 10 there. Oh my goodness, look at them all. And they must have had 2. They had to have had 2.
They're probably 50 in there.
Because there's bigger ones, and then there's ones that are like pin drops.
Well, that could be.
There is no way that was from the same clutch.
That could be. They could have them a week apart.
Now, I assume they're egg layers, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
That's
I figured they laid the eggs in there. I may have to move all these guys into other tanks and let them have this tank. And then see how it goes.
Yeah.
I've been having a lot.
They will be multi-generational. That's a great way to raise them. You get everything else out. Just give them the tank. And they'll grow. They'll have generation after generation.
That's why I love the shell dwellers, because they all raise their babies together and they, there's no aggression. And I mean, they spit sand at each other, but that's kind of entertaining. So, and they build gigantic banks of cliffs of sand everywhere, but I put it back and they get mad at me and they redo it. And for a couple of days, they aggressively spit it at the glass at me. So like, how dare you move that? But yeah, basically I was shocked when I saw these. Plus some of my Achilles and Goodeids upstairs, I didn't take the mops out. I just left them in there because I just forgot. I had babies in there. I have babies that grew from eggs from the mops.
Nice.
And I'm like, well, that's a nice way to do it. I mean, they're not hurting them or anything. So I'm like, well, good. And they're good size. So it was a while ago that they had them.
Yeah.
So, alrighty, I'll let you go. I just had to show you those guys because I thought that was awesome.
Very cool. See you next week.
Yes, definitely. Talk to you later.
Bye
Talk to you later.
That's funny. 3G is calling him the convict of the African cichlid world, which is about right. They're easy fish to spawn, as she just discovered. And what's so nice about them, that whole family of fish, is that you can raise them in their own tank, in the species tank, and have multi-generations of them. So they're wind up with all sizes and countless numbers. I had them in a tank once years ago that had an undergravel filter. And when I broke the tank down, there were fish living under the undergravel filter.
Wow.
From that population. They had filled every corner of that tank. It was just crazy. Neat fish, though. Really neat fish. I would like the Jolies to breed like that. I've never had that kind of luck where been able to get the gilded acrylics to do as well. All right, how are we doing time-wise? We're getting down to it here.
Yeah, it looks like we're down to it.
Yeah, we are down to it, aren't we? Well, it's been quite an evening. And I've held up pretty well. I have some congestion left.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get that out. But otherwise, I think I'm finally past this thing.
Good. Definitely need some throat spray. That'll help your throat.
Well, I've got an atomizer inhaler.
Oh, good.
That helps clear it up. So I'll go home and do that. I'm going to go get something to eat because I've not been eating much. I don't think I've eaten all. Yeah, I did. I had a breakfast sandwich. So that's all I've eaten today. But I also need to go home and make my bed. I got my laundry done today. So
hey, that's good.
That I got to take 15 minutes to do that. And then go back to bed and sleep it all. Do it again tomorrow.
Right.
Or is Thursday. So we will be at excuse me. At the Keystone Clash. Oh, at the Keystone Clash next weekend, not this weekend, but the following. We'll be there all day Friday and all day Saturday. We're getting there Friday morning, leaving Saturday evening. So we look forward to seeing everybody join with us. It'll be great fun. For those of you who are on the East Coast, it's really a hobbyist show, and it's one that a lot of people really enjoy because we're able to do a lot of sharing, and a lot of us meet each other every year.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I hate that I won't be able to make it this time. Hopefully next time.
All right. Well, love you guys.
Love y'all.
Nice to be with you. Let's get our song up and sing our way out of here.
Sounds like a plan.
There we go. And hit the button.
I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I'm drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of
I think that's someone else.
That would be cool though.
I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found the peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs
He was going to the airport to pick up
scenes of beauty.
You go where?
To the airport.
Oh, cool.
Shipping a killing
I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Night, everybody.
Awesome.